the classes all work together because they're on different days of the week, they're in different towns. Everybody's working to save this profession together, okay? Can someone just start passing these out? Get them down every row. I got 2 boxes. Okay, I know, but give everybody a, get every row. UmpireOhio.com is a Southwest Ohio geared recruiting site. Okay? You know somebody wants, I know Steve's class already started. We have other baseball classes starting in other places close by over the next couple weeks.
I've also learned that guys that have already started their classes, like Steve, he can start a second class 2 weeks late and catch a guy up.
Right.
So even if it has started, he can still get in.
As much as in the beginning, we very disliked the 2-day softball class because although the instructors are good, you don't have the guys like Eric and Larry in there with them over several weeks.
Yep.
Okay? But it is, it's evolving just like Rec Pay.
I need one more.
Okay?
Need one more.
Shorter classes.
It's like going to communion and getting this.
And we're getting scrimmages to those people to work with older people. That really does a lot of good. Okay? Going back to games. If you are someone who's umpired for us over the past 3 years, 10 years, 15 years, or last year even, and you have 0 games from me and Darren and Cindy, something's wrong. Because I've either called you and told you you're not working for me, and you're those people are not here tonight. Okay? But what happens is Darren and Sam and I, the association doesn't pay for the arbiter anymore for summer. We have to pay for it out of our own pocket. So, because we do more than school ball. So, in order to keep our costs down, we purge guys who we think are not umpiring anymore, who can't umpire anymore, who pass away, who's injured, and we anticipate them never coming back. Okay? We purge so we have more room to put other guys. Sometimes we have accidents and take somebody out who I didn't get correct information about.
Or sometimes a guy will go inactive and we forget to activate him again. That's happened before.
Right.
You know, it's usually
And there, hopefully there's nobody in here that way, but if there is, that's who I want to talk to after this meeting. That maybe we took you out of the arbiter by some crazy mistake and you're just not on our radar now. Okay? So I need to speak to anybody in here that feels that way tonight before I leave, because I have a ton of games still to sign with schedules we don't even have, plus what's got turned back. Okay? The next thing is, when you decline a game, don't decline it because it's too far away. Don't decline it because, I don't know of another reason, but don't decline it if you can work that day, but there's something crazy happening that you just can't work your typical travel limits. I had a guy decline his whole schedule, and he's open every day. But he can't open his dates back up. I had to go back in and open them up because he moved from one place to another.
We didn't know.
And last year I knew that all these other places were in the heart of where he needed to umpire. Does that make sense? Okay? So don't decline a game if you can work that day, but some crazy thing has happened, or an appointment, doctor's appointment at 3:30 that you know you'll be out at 4, and you can still get to a 5 o'clock game, just not to your normal place. Email us, and we'll unassign you from the game and still shows you open.
Because when you decline a game, you are blocked for that day. You're blocked for that day with every assignment. And
Not always.
except for the
Yeah, we're working on that test theories.
Are we doing some testing thing? Because that's what it's supposed to be like.
Right.
Yeah, I declined a game from Parks the other day, and I was blocked in Parks' organization.
But not in every
But
other.
not everybody else.
I got, that was one of my complaints, but okay, so maybe they fixed it, okay?
Okay?
That's a good thing.
That's certain settings.
Couple other things. Blocking your dates. Evaluations. This is never fun. It takes literally 5 seconds, but we can't be all, I mean, we're to the point we're so big, I can't see everybody work. I physically can't do it. So I need feedback from you guys. You guys know who can work and who can't work. You know if there's a problem. I'm looking, and here's how it works. If I get a 2, if there's a 2 or a 1 on an evaluation, I'm getting an email. So's Jim. We get to see that. So if you see a problem with an umpire, they show up late, they look terrible, they're meaner than hell, the players and coaches, they're just not in the right place, they have no clue what's going on. We need to know, because if you don't tell us, this guy will keep working. All right, and that makes all of our lives more difficult. We're not going to get rid of the guy. We're going to call him up and go, okay, polish your shoes. All right, that's an easy fix. All right, if they're not umpiring right, they're not in the right spot. Now we're going to do a little more hands-on stuff.
And
But-
if they're late, that's important. Because that's when we're not going to give them a call. We pattern lateness.
Because
Show up late one time,
that
and
happens.
that's all we hear all year about that. No big deal. We've all ran late to an appointment, okay? But if I see Jim Broomball Tuesday, Thursday, I'm picking on the worst umpires in this place, so, all right? If on Tuesday and Thursday Jim's late, next week he's late, Wednesday and Friday, I'm gonna call up and say, what's going on, Jim? This is not like you. We pattern more things than we actually
So when I
jump
see a
right
bad
on.
evaluation that says, hey, strike zone was awful, called 3 curveballs in the dirt, that's not a good thing. But I'm probably not going to call you on that. But if your name pops up on my radar again a week later and says, call 3 pitches in the dirt, okay, I'm going to call you up and go, what's going on? Why aren't you seeing the low pitch? Because obviously you're missing the low pitch. These balls bounced. All right? We got to talk about it. So we look for patterns. We're not going to react unless it's just awful. You know? Yes?
And if the guy calls you and tells you, hey, there's an accident, help me up for 10 minutes, don't ding him on the evaluation.
No.
Like,
Right.
Right.
and also, the other one is that don't blow smoke up a guy's ass at the end of the game and then give him a 3 on the evaluation, okay?
Right.
If I'm a good umpire when you're talking to me, then I better be a good umpire when you're turning the evaluation.
Right. Don't be a rat. Be honest.
If
And
you're
be honest
telling
with each other.
something bad and you're reporting something bad, find something
Good.
a little bit good about this guy or this lady.
So we coach football.
So
Whenever
we
you
know we
scream
have
at
a
somebody,
chance to save them.
yeah, when you scream at somebody and tear them down, make them feel like crap, because they're going to feel like crap. Because umpiring's a personal thing. When somebody criticizes you, you feel like crap. Make sure you come back with something that they've done well. We all do something well. All right? I know I yelled at you for a purpose because you're being bad lazy.
I was thinking brainstem.
Oh yeah, well that's true. He didn't. But I told a player one time he didn't have a brainstem. I shouldn't have said that. Bottom line is, you need to build them up, but be honest with them. And you know how we are in the Midwest. We'll talk around an issue, and we'll talk around an issue, and then eventually we'll get to the issue. Get to the issue. Be honest. Listen. Stick around for 5 minutes. Don't be the guy that throws your stuff off. You haven't even got your shirt completely off before the car's already started and you're backing out. Spend a couple minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, while you're getting undressed, talk about the game. Reflect on what happened, what you can do better. If you're young, ask an old guy what he thinks. But understand, you may not like the answer you get. But you need to ask that question because you're never going to get better if you don't ask. Guys, I'm never satisfied with anything I do. I am awful on myself. I criticize myself all day long. I'll go to dinner after a game and I will hound my partners until they tell me something I did terrible. All right? They go, man, you did a good job. No! I'm not buying you any more beer until you tell me I did something wrong. Because I want to get better. That's the whole point. I didn't get where I got by just being satisfied with where I'm at. So take the approach. It's like being a golfer. Every shot is never what you wanted it to be. But ask the question. Help each other out. Talk to each other. That's the best part of umpiring. is talking to each other and having that camaraderie and laughing about some stupid crap that happened during the game, but at the same time being honest with each other. You can be honest with each other and laugh about it. All right? Have a good time. All right?
Darren,
Yes?
Jim wants to make sure everybody signed in on the attendance. He's about to finalize it, so he didn't, he's got
Okay.
it lined in and everything now. Just sign in, get out.
Okay.
Jailbreak.
All right. Yes?
Hold on,
Make sure you're gonna be, if you're gonna be late, call your partner,
Right.
have that number.
Jailbreak.
Yeah, even if you're running like late, but you're still going to make game time, that way I know that, okay, I know it's your plate, but you're running late, I can start getting dressed. There's nothing worse than me sitting there not knowing. If you're not going to be there half an hour before a game, send me a text, call me, say, hey, I'm not going to get there till 1:45. I'll just go ahead and get the gear. All right? That way we're ready to go. We're not late waiting on you because I don't know. Yes.
Evaluations. At the end of the year, I like to be able to see my own evaluations, see if there's a certain pattern
Right.
that people are picking up on so that I can evaluate myself.
What
Is
we,
that possible to see
yeah,
my
you
own
can see them. I have to redact it, believe it or not, because I have to go through, I'll make a Word document out of it, and then I have to go through and strike, like delete out certain comments that are very specific to a certain game, because I don't want you to know if a certain coach said a certain thing. Some of those coaches think you take stuff out on them. Not that you would, but I want to remove that ability. So it takes a little time. So if you send me, you want to see your evaluations for last year, I'll put them up. I will be honest with you. Our evaluation submissions were abysmal last year. There weren't hardly any.
no, people didn't do them.
They didn't do them.
I'm not talking about coaches necessarily.
Well, some of them are
I'm talking
coaches, some of them are
about-
umpires.
Right.
So I still redact it because I don't want to hurt people's feelings and I don't want to center people out. So I still go back and I'll delete some of the comments. You'll see the scores. If the comments are general and I see a pattern, if I see a pattern, I may delete them out and go, hey, 5 times they talked about you calling shin pitches. 5 times you called them up in the eyes. Usually guys that miss pitches, whether it's softball or baseball, means you're losing focus for a pitch. You're thinking about something else for a second, and then bang, and you don't know what you saw. It's about not focusing the entire time, usually. All right? So that's what I try to do, but it takes time, so sometimes I may not be, I prefer to do that in August and September, but now it's probably not the greatest time, but I'll try to fit it in. All right? Yeah, try to fit it in. All right, I know you guys are antsy. Anything else? Anything else? All right, I'm out of here.
We're gonna do the PowerPoint real quick. Oh, no, it's long. Too long?
It's longer
than we got. Okay, all right, so I'll go ahead and do this real quick.
And a draw? 10 or 1?
All right, could I get the